Hello everyone, so welcome to our new lecture. In this lecture we are going to study chemical reactions and equations. So in the previous lecture we have seen introduction to this chapter. Okay, now let us see what is chemical reaction and how we represent those chemical reactions in the form of equation. Okay, so we know that there are two types of changes that can take place for a particular substance. One is physical change and another is chemical change. Okay, so what is physical change? Where the physical parameters like temperature, pressure, volume or size of the substance will change. Okay, if such parameters where the temperature, pressure, volume or size is changing or it is deforming, such change can be called as physical change. Okay, but the changes where the composition of the matter or composition of the substance changes, such changes are called as chemical change. Okay, so from this we can get an idea that in a physical change composition of the substance is going to be same. Okay, so suppose this is a chalk. Now this is in solid state. If I make the pieces of this chalk and convert it into a powder, then also the composition is not going to change, though the physical change is observed here. Okay, from the solid to a powder form or amorphous form, but the composition, that is the molecular formula of the substance, is not going to change in such type of physical changes. Okay, for example, liquid water is boiled and it is converted into a gaseous water vapor. Okay, now the state of the substance has been changed here. Okay, previously it was in solid state, now it is converted into a liquid state, but the formula of the water, the molecular formula or by which the water molecules are being made or produced, that is hydrogen and oxygen, it is same for liquid water and it is also same for gaseous water vapor. Okay, so such changes where the composition is not going to change, that means the molecular formula will remain same, such type of changes are categorized as physical change. Now in chemical change you will observe that the molecular formula is going to change for a particular substance. Okay, or the chemical parameters will be changing, so such changes are called as chemical changes. Now there are lots of examples of several changes. You know that if water is boiling and it is converted into gaseous water vapor, it is physical change. Okay, if we are melting an iron, then it is also a physical change. Okay, but ripening of fruit is a chemical change. Okay, then reaction of iron with the atmospheric oxygen or the corrosion, that is a chemical change. So this is all about the physical change and chemical change. So you have to write down the differences between these two changes, that is physical and chemical change, in your notebook. Now as we have a clear idea about physical and chemical change, now let us see the chemical change in brief. Okay, so chemical changes are represented in the form of equation. Okay, so you will see for any chemical change, obviously there will be a reaction between two other substances or between a single substance, or okay, and that reaction will result into a new compound. Okay, एक रिएक्शन होगा दो मॉलिक्यूल्स के बीच में, दो कंपाउंड्स के बीच में, या फिर किसी एक कंपाउंड के बीच में, या फिर तीन चार कंपाउंड्स मिला करके एक रिएक्शन परफॉर्म करेंगे और नया प्रोडक्ट क्या होगा, डेवलप होगा. ओके, इसका मतलब क्या है कि न्यू कंपाउंड इज फॉर्म्ड. ओके, विच विल हैव डिफरेंट कंपोजिशन. यहाँ पे क्या है कि जो प्रीवियसली सब्सटेंस का जो कंपोजिशन था वो कंपोजिशन चेंज होने वाला है, उनका मॉलिक्यूलर फॉर्मूला चेंज होने वाला है. सो ये क्या हो गया, केमिकल चेंज हो गया. सो वी रिप्रेजेंट केमिकल चेंज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ रिएक्टेंट्स इक्वल टू प्रोडक्ट्स. ओके, सो बिफोर गोइंग टू द एग्जैक्ट इक्वेशन, let us see what is reactant and what is product. So reactants क्या है, what are the reactants? So these are the substances or chemicals which are going to perform the reaction. Okay, the substances or the chemicals which are going to react with each other, they are going to perform the reaction. Such chemicals or substances are called as reactants. What they are called? They are called as reactants. Okay, and what is product? It is the compound or the chemical which is formed due to a reaction. Okay, so when a reaction is completed, after the completion of the reaction, the substances or the new compound which we will get, that compound is called as the product. Okay, it is called as product. Okay, let us try to understand all these chemical reactions, okay, or this equation with the help of equation. Now you can see, if zinc dust particles are treated with copper sulfate solution, okay, we have here copper sulfate solution, that is CuSO4, and zinc dust. Okay, so we are reacting zinc with the CuSO4 solution. So what will happen now in this type of reaction? You will see that zinc will displace the sulfate ion from the copper. So we will get ZnSO4 plus Cu. Okay, what is the reaction? The reaction between copper sulfate plus zinc will give us zinc sulfate and copper. Okay, so the blue color copper sulfate solution, okay, remember the color of the copper sulfate solution, it is in blue color. So blue color copper sulfate solution is reacted with zinc to give us zinc sulfate, colorless zinc sulfate, and copper particles. Okay, so this is the reaction, and this reaction is represented in the form of equation. As you can see, in this reaction, the reactants, the compounds or the chemicals which are performing the reaction, those are copper sulfate and zinc. What are the reactants? Copper sulfate and zinc. Whereas after the completion of reaction, we get the products, and the products are zinc sulfate and copper. So in this reaction, you can see that the composition of copper sulfate has been changed into zinc sulfate. Okay, so copper was with sulfate ion before the reaction take place, and after the completion of reaction, the copper has changed its composition, or the compound has changed its composition. Okay, there is a change in the chemical formula. So this is a chemical change, okay, which is represented in the form of chemical equation. Now let us see one more example. So here you can see K2CrO4, that is potassium chromate, okay, is reacted with BaSO4, that is barium sulfate. Okay, these are the two compounds, K2CrO4 and BaSO4. Now this reaction will give me BaCrO4, that is barium chromate, plus K2SO4, that is potassium sulfate. Okay, so in this reaction also we can see the chemical composition of the reactants has been changed. Okay, so this is also a chemical equation representing the chemical reaction. Okay, so now we can define chemical equations as the representation of chemical reactions in condensed form using chemical formulae is called chemical equations. So the representation, that means we are going to show the chemical reactions. Okay, we are going to write down the chemical reactions in the form of equation with the help of the chemical formulae. So each and every chemical, each and every compound has some chemical formulae, or it is also called as molecular formulae, and we use those molecular formulae to write down a equation. Okay, suppose you have performed a particular reaction in your lab and you want to speak about that reaction in your home. Okay, you want to show the people in your house that how the reaction has been performed, what was the product and what were the reactants. But definitely you cannot show the reaction in your home by performing it. So if you want to explain them the reaction properly, you have to write down the chemical equation. Okay, by the chemical equation we can easily get an idea about the reaction. Okay, so for that purpose we write down the chemical equations, okay, which are very helpful for the students and the scientists to study each and every reaction properly. So in this lecture we have seen what is reactant, what is product. We know about the chemical reactions now, and we have seen the basic idea of physical and chemical change. Okay, and I have given you homework also. You have to write down the differences between physical and chemical change. Now in the next lecture we will study how to write a chemical equation. Okay, so we will meet in the next lecture. Until then, goodbye.